Hello there, Father Diego here with the Gospel of the Day. Happy Friday. Today is Friday, November the 7th. I've been confused with dates and schedules and all the stuff. I got the calendar right in front of me because my mind is all over the places. Anyway, we read the Gospel of Luke chapter 16 verses 1 to 8. Chapter 16 verses 1 to 8. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "A rich man had a steward who was reported to him for squandering his property. He summoned him and said, 'What is this I hear about you? Prepare a full account of your stewardship, because you can no longer be my steward.' The steward said to himself, 'What shall I do now that my master is taking the position of steward away from me? I'm not strong enough to dig, and I am ashamed to beg. I know what I shall do, so that when I am removed from the stewardship, they may welcome me into their homes.' He called in his master's debtors one by one. To the first he said, 'How much do you owe my master?' He replied, 100 measures of olive oil.' He said to him, 'Here is your promissory note. Sit down and quickly write one for 50. Then to another he said, 'And you, how much do you owe?' He replied, 100 cores of wheat. He said to him, 'Here is your promissory note. Write one for 80. And the master commended that dishonest steward for acting prudently. For the children of this world are more prudent in dealing with their own generation than are the children of light.'" Quite a complicated parable because it raises a lot of questions. Is Jesus praising the dishonesty of this steward? Is this steward being praised because he's cheating his master in order to save his life? And so on and so on. Many questions out of this confusing parable, if you want. But I'm going to pay attention to what the verse 9, if you keep reading, says, a kind of explanation of the parable, a moral lesson of the parable. "I tell you, make friends for yourselves with dishonest wealth, so that when it fails, you will be welcomed into eternal dwellings." Meaning, at least for me, do something good with whatever you have at hand. Do something good with the resources, whether good or bad. Do something better with whatever you have in your life. So the question that I want to keep to myself today is, how am I using the resources, the talents, the intelligence, the gifts that God has given to me, to make a positive impact in this society, to help others, to grow as a person? How am I using the many gifts, the many resources that I have at hand? How can I do something good out of whatever I have, right? So I think that's a valid question for us out of this confusing parable. Anyway, what is the resources that you have, and how can you use it to do something good, to do something better for this society? Have a good cup of coffee today. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Happy weekend. I'll see you on Monday with the message of the gospel.